Hey gang, thanks a lot for checking in. Grant Davis here, President, GDI Insurance Agency. Hey, I also do teach sales and marketing, and I do a lot of it actually, more and more these days it seems like. And I got this piece and someone asked me to critique it. Now this is an insurance piece. It's a flyer meant to be mailed out to bed and breakfast owners. And I thought if it's okay with you though, there's good lessons here. And by the way, I get pieces from realtors all over the country. I get pieces from people that have manufacturing companies and want to sell this and that. And I do a lot of help with marketing. And here's the key. Marketing, things that are in writing like this, are nothing but salesmanship techniques put into writing and paper. And so if you'll think about that for 1 second, and then you'll think about the next thing is that when you're going to give somebody something in writing, you're actually very fortunate if you understand a few simple things. And here they are. Number one, this one is a bed and breakfast, and it's for a big state bed and breakfast owners program. Save up to 55% with this company's bed and breakfast program. Here's the deal. Who cares? Would that get your attention? Wouldn't get mine. And here's why. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just trying to say, number one, it should be most of the top, about a third of the top. And when I say it, if I tell you, gee, if you buy your insurance from me, I'm going to save you 55%, what do you think about that? Probably the same thing I'm thinking when I'm reading this. But on the other hand, why don't we take a client, an actual client of ours, and it doesn't have to be bed and breakfast insurance. It could be widget sales. It doesn't matter. Hey, we switch to this company and we buy our widgets from them, and instead of 55%, which is just an arbitrary number, obviously, because it's too clean, why not? And we saved an average of 54.89% compared to the same order we placed with another company. Or we saved 23.68%. Whatever it is, the math is easy to do, and sign this client's name, this client's business. So your unique selling proposition, USP, unique selling proposition, one corner of a marketing piece. Who says so besides you? And let's get their attention, right? Unique selling proposition. We can kill two birds with one stone by using our client. I kind of like the format of this, although it's too much information. I would then go on to what do my other clients say about us. If there's something that I want to tell you about my insurance company, or if I'm a real estate and I want a person, which I've been working a lot with a lot of realtors in the last couple of years with the housing going down, just because I do sales, it's like, why in the world would I, Grant, want to say to you, gee, Grant Davis does this, Grant, and I do this. No. Let's just go grab some of my clients and have my clients say to you, hey, I met Grant and here's what Grant did. I worked with Grant's office, GDI, and here's what they did for my business. Here's what they did for my personal insurance. Here's what they did for my financial plan. Let the client say it. Here's a key. Products and services. I'm in insurance, right? How many of you like insurance by a raise of hands? I don't even admit it when I go to parties. You know why? Is no one likes insurance. So why bring it up and start my relationship with you with something that's going to upset you, right? Let's talk about other things. Hey, you know what? Joe Smith and Mary Smith own this bed and breakfast, and we saved them this much money and improved their coverage. Give them a call because they're the ones saying it, not me. You get that, right? Then we go on to here, and there's why choose, why do this, why this and that. And then this is not the owner of the business. This is someone that works for the business. Now, if you're a realtor, you got to brand yourself because you just got to brand yourself. But if you're working in any other business, you don't want to brand a business. You want to brand a person. That's why if you Google Grant Davis, you're going to find just bunches of stuff. Grant Davis, GDI, Grant W. Davis. And it's because, you know what? These are my ideas. It's my company. But, GDI Insurance, how do you feel about GDI Insurance? How do you feel about any company? Who cares about companies? We care about people, right? So you want to brand, but your representative has 30 years of it. Who cares? Tell me what the representative's clients have to say about the representative, right? So I'm going to leave you with this real quickly. In your marketing pieces, and by the way, this will change your life. No kidding. If you're in sales and you're going to mail out anything, number one, don't mail it out unless it's full of testimonials. And not just one or two, but I mean pictures and testimonials. Hey, here's you with this client in front of their business or in front of their house you just sold them. and look at, hey, everyone else said it couldn't be done, and this is what they did, right? Work product testimonials. Okay, so unique selling proposition. What's the deal? So at some point, I got to mention insurance. At some point, I'm a real estate agent. Make that the small print. Who says so besides you? By the way, that's testimonials. That should be, 3/4 or half of your page should be just testimonial after testimonial, and have the testimonials say what you want to say. Don't you say it. Let your clients say it for you. Okay? Here's the other thing. At the end of the day, how do you get it? Boy, right down here in this one, it's such small print. To me, I wouldn't even. No offense again. I'm not trying to be mean, but I'm like, here the person, it's not their name, it's their email address, so I can't Google them. I can barely find the phone numbers, and here's the biggest piece this is missing. Where do we all look? So a month from now, I've thrown this piece of paper away, and I think to myself, gee, I remember something about somebody did something that I was interested in. I don't know about you, but what I do these days is I got one of these little bad boys right here, a little iPhone. And if before I had an iPhone, I had a BlackBerry, and all of that is not as good as just getting on the internet. And you know what? I'll Google some key things I remember. I'll remember bed and breakfast, insurance, Turlock, because I'm in Turlock. Maybe that's where it's from. Or in this one, the state of Colorado, And guess what? It doesn't matter how good this piece was. If you don't create a landing page for your website where this piece of paper pops right up and I say, oh, yeah. Right on my internet. Oh, yeah, right there it is. I remember seeing that. Forget it. So from now on, anything you create in paper, if you don't create a web page that has it on it, you wasted your time. You wasted your time and your money. Don't bother sending it. Just throw it away or burn it. Use it to light your fire because no one's going to buy anything from you. And also remember, don't talk about product or service. Talk about things that you could do to help people. And make sure you have a web page. Now, they're called squeeze pages. So the web page, when someone hits there, should offer free things. Like at GDI, we give away complete HR suites. We give away OSHA compliant safety programs. We give away employee manuals, health and wellness programs. We just give it all away. But if you hit the web pages, most of it I just give away. But sometimes, depending on what I'm doing, I'll squeeze it is what it's called. And I'll just squeeze it, and I'll just ask for your name and email address so that way I can put you in an email newsletter program, which is dirt cheap for me to stay in touch with you, and hopefully I give you enough value where you want to hear from me. Anyway, I hope that was a good piece, but a lot of us in sales, here's the deal. There's a recession going on. This is the end of 2009, and I don't know about you, but my business went through it in 07 and 08. I insure a lot of housing developers, and guess what? I had a choice. Either work harder and smarter or go do something else for a living. We work harder and smarter and readjust. If you haven't adjusted your pieces, like I just talked to you about, and make sure that if I can remember any of the keywords, any keyword, and I search it, if you're not on page one, this top 1 or 2 hits, you might as well not even have bothered sending the piece. I can't overemphasize that to you. Quick fixes in sales starts with marketing. Remember, marketing is nothing but salesmanship put into writing. Does you no good. Because, by the way, too much writing about product, too much writing about technical information, no one cares about that. They care about what their friends and family say about you. So make sure you get some people to say some. Testimonials are the most important thing. Then on the back side, that's a lot of wasted real estate. In my business, I'd have a fax back or for free information or a free book or a free offering. Fax this in, and then we'll get it to you. And or nowhere on here. I'm sorry, just looking. Doesn't even mention their website at all. So that's a mistake. Hey, thanks a lot, guys. I hope that helped.